I'm going to start off by saying that they hit me right here in the head. So I showed you in a video where that flash of light came down in the bathroom, and I put it as a thumbnail so you could see. So they said at first it was some sort of electricity. So my hair used to stand up. And they said when I was working at the bank in 2013, my coworker, one of the stalkers, who thought he was going to discredit me because he said, "You didn't actually graduate from Cardinal Spellman. We don't see you there." And then, of course, I did. And then he's like, "Well, you said you were born in 1980. I did not tell him I was born in 1980. In fact, I told them my age at the time. Again, I don't understand where he would come up with that when I never told them I was born in 1980. And part of what I'm saying is, when you have a coworker on a job, you don't expect those people to stalk you. You don't expect anyone to stalk you, let alone a coworker. I was not interested in him. He was interested in me, and he made an inappropriate comment to the effect. And I said, no. I mean, that's my point. It seems like that seems to be the thing that we're talking about here. We're talking about trust. And I said this in a video that just uploaded. We're talking about trust. And when you are with a job and you're with a company, you trust them with your personal information. You have to extend trust to these folks. And the first time I can think of from the time I lived here from 1998, to me, ever not having my keys on me was when I trusted them enough to open the door. They used to have us open the door. And stupid me, I put my key on the same ring as my apartment key. And I trusted them enough to give them my key or leave my key in the door when they called me out because we didn't have enough staff. So that was the first time I was ever away from my keys. And that's the first time I had these break-ins. That's part of why I said it started in 2016. See, every video I'm going to tell you more and more about these folks. So when they hit me in the head, they said it's supposed to affect my short-term memory. So I was sleeping. And I tell you, I sleep like this to cover my ear. And they said something. And I heard them saying something. And my hand went like this, and I woke up and I adjusted it again. So they said she was about to pull her face off. We're controlling her. So I do believe that they hit in strategic areas of the head and the body to control those muscles, to make it seem like, emotion. So that even when you're sleeping, you will do some sort of hand motion, neck motion, body motion. This is important. This is, like I said, they even said this is human experimentation. I'll put that in the title also. Yes, it is. So let me get back to the key story. So we used to have enough people at the boutique where one person could do something and someone else could do something. They slowly got rid of people. So they would have someone come to the door for a delivery of boxes. I had my key in the door, then call me out because there wasn't enough people in the front. So if I'm leaving my key behind, and then after that, that's 2016, I get all these break-ins. It came from them. It came from them. This whole system came from them. So they violated my trust. So now they're lying and saying I used to pinch people. I did not pinch people. First of all, I'm not, anyone who knows me, they said some people would know me as SJ on some of my jobs because those are my initials, and that became my nickname. So when the SJ became my nickname, they needed a last name for my tag. They put my last name. So I'm SJ naturally. And then for my last name, Johnson. So anyone who knows me knows I am not somebody who likes to touch anybody except my boyfriends and my family. I'm not someone who touches people. That's ridiculous. That's the biggest lie ever, that I'm a toucher. I'm not a toucher. But there we are. If these people have told, talk all day long to their people, they violated their trust. I don't trust them. They violated their trust, not mine. They're telling them things about me that are lies. These are people I don't want in my life. Starting with the guy from Citibank in 2013 who liked me and made it known he likes black girls. Disgusting. Come on, folks. Disgusting. Do you really think that that's something that a coworker will tell you, trying to pick you up and say he likes black girls? And I would be like, wow, that's great. No. Come on, let's get the truth out there. You guys do all the talking 24/7, but none of it's true. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. And it was disgusting and it was inappropriate. And that's my point. When you go to a job, you don't expect to have the trust violated. When you work for someone, you don't have any expectation that they're going to violate your trust. When you live somewhere, you have no expectation that anyone's going to violate your trust. You can't rest. My mom and I cannot rest thanks to these folks. So when they hit this point in my head, they said it was supposed to affect my short-term memory, meaning anything that they do in that moment after this has been hit, I won't remember. I do remember. That was the whole point. They said this would have been in like 2019. I was in this room, and at the time I just had my phone on and I had a TV on. And I was looking at different YouTube videos and I had the TV on and I got so tired. And I was working on a project and it involved making tassels from a piece of ribbon. And they were banging and making all these noises. You saw the video where you heard the sizzling. That's the microwave. That was so bad, that sizzling, that I was just like falling asleep. So I would just keep falling asleep, a sizzling sound, feeling pains, them talking and banging. I woke up and I had to go to the bathroom. I go to the bathroom and something said, look at your hand. And before I looked at my hand, I put something in the toilet. I turned the light on really fast. And when I looked, it was the tassel, which was just ribbon. And I said, oh my God, I flushed it down the toilet. I wasn't going to dig it out. And then I flushed the toilet and went back into this room. Then I heard them twisting the knob outside and making some sounds. When I got up to look out the peephole, which by then was already damaged. The peephole was damaged March 2019. I heard them say, open the door. The tassel's on the floor. And I backed away from that door right away. The tassel wasn't on the floor. They hit my head strategically between the temples and this to affect my short-term memory. Had I opened the door, they would have hurt me. I know what I did with the tassel. I, by mistake, put it in the toilet and then I just flushed. That's my point. It's about trust. Do not trust these voices. Do not trust this talking. We already now know what's causing the voices. It's not in people's heads, but don't trust it. They did that to affect my short-term memory. They saw me flush it down the toilet bowl and realized it because I put the light on. And then they wanted to lure me into opening the door for them. That never happened before 2016. They could have been doing all this shit prior to then, but nothing like that ever happened prior to 2016. Thank you for watching.